Today we're making India and Pakistan's most popular and romantic dessert, the Gulab Jamun. Hi everyone, I'm Karen Ahmed, and today on Cravings blog I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this delectable dessert. Gulab means rose and jamun is a popular fruit in India, which this dessert looks like. Little fluffy milk ball that's soaked in a delicious sugar syrup that's enhanced with the flavor of rose, and it's so easy to prepare. The first thing I've done a little bit ahead is prepared the syrup, and it's really simple. It's 2 cups of sugar, and to that 2 cups of sugar I've added 2 cups of water. Bring it to a boil and then add in some cardamom. I've added 4 cardamoms and a little bit of rose essence. Now it is gulab jamun, so you need to have the essence of rose in there. And I'm going to continue to boil it and let the water evaporate just a little bit, and then I'm going to add in the juice of half a lime. And it's really important to add the juice of a lime in this mixture, so when you put it in the refrigerator you don't have sugar crystals forming. So while that's simmering away, we're going to get started on the actual dough. Now this uses milk powder as its main ingredient. You can also use khoya, which is the more traditional ingredient to use, but it's not very easy to find. So milk powder is a great substitute. The first thing I'm going to do is I've got 2 cups of milk powder, and I'm going to add a little bit of fat to this. So I've got 2 teaspoons of vegetable shortening, and I'm just going to put it in there. Now, I've got so many food processors in this house, but for this particular dough, what you need is what God gave you, these fingers. So basically, I'm just going to work this in and make sure it's a crumbly mixture. And now it's fairly crumbly. It's got a really great texture. I'm going to add some other ingredients in here. I've got 2 teaspoons of flour. Now you can use regular all-purpose flour. I'm actually using a self-raising flour, which I think actually helps fluff up these little balls. Now if you're gluten intolerant, you could probably substitute just regular gluten-free flour. I haven't tried it myself, but let me know if you try it and how it works out, or if I do make that, I'll post it in the comment section so you know how it turns out. And I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder. And again, if you're gluten-free, also omit the next ingredient. I've got 2 teaspoons of semolina. Now, what I've done is I've just put a little bit of water to the semolina, and it's soaked all the water right out. And look at this beautiful pasty texture. I'm going to add this in as well. And now finally, I'm going to add some milk and just make this into a dough that's soft enough for me to make little balls out of. I've got about 150 ml of milk, just regular milk. I might use less, really depends on the milk powder that you use. So work with it really quickly and add milk as you go. See how supple this dough is? Now you can actually take this and just make this into little balls. You should get about 10 to 15 out of this little batch of dough. Now if you're as anal as I am, you can use a regular ice cream scoop. The reason I use this is I like them to be as uniform as possible. So all I'm going to do is just divide this dough, and then when it's all divided up, I'm just going to lightly grease my hands with a little bit of oil, and I'm going to roll them into perfect little balls, and then they're ready to be deep fried. Here's the process of how to set up everything before you start to fry it. I've got it all in a line. I've got my gulab jamun balls, which are still uncooked. I've got oil that's heating up. Now we want to make sure we get this oil to about 200 degrees You don't want this oil to be boiling hot because you don't want the gulab jamuns to cook from the outside and stay raw on the inside. So it's hot, I can see bubbles coming up, but I don't want it to be too hot. And next, I've got the sugar syrup that's warm now. So it's already boiled and I've shut the gas off, and basically it's nice and warm. So I'm going to fry the gulab jamuns and I'm going to stir it as I go because we want to make sure that the color is even all over. And then I'm going to dump it into this sugar syrup and let it soak up all of that sugar. And then I'm going to put it in a platter and it's going to be ready to serve. And here we have some beautiful, delicious little milk balls that have been soaking in sugar syrup and they're ready to eat. So thank you so much for joining me. See you next time on Cravings Blog, and please do subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/cravingsblog. I will see you then. Take care. Bye.